What's going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Jeunesse live webinar. My name's Margaret DePippo. I'll be here tonight going over the first half of the presentation, and then we've got Luke Kish coming on in a little bit, who's going to talk more about the company we're involved with and why we're so excited. But one, I like to start out everything that I'm doing with gratitude. I'm grateful for everybody that's here on the call with us tonight. And even bigger than that, I'm grateful for the opportunity that's fallen into my lap these past couple of weeks and really what I've been able to experience. So my goal here for everybody that's live and that's with us, and if you guys could make sure you can hear me and everything's going well, just start typing in the group chat on the side. My goal here for everybody that's on is to hope that you guys can experience what I've been able to experience these past couple of weeks with Jeunesse. And really, guys, I think today could be the first day of the rest of your life. And that's what gets me so excited. Lately, genuinely, we've been so excited. We haven't been sleeping. We've been hitting the pillow heavy every single night. And I genuinely feel something special. And for those of you who don't know me, like I said before, my name's Margaret DePippo. I'm 22 years old, and I've been in the industry now for going on about 3.5 years. And the reason that I fell in love and found so much passion with network marketing and what we've done the past couple of years is because the value that it's been able to offer me. When I was 17 years old and I was first introduced to this industry, guys, and a lot of you on here could probably relate, I was working a minimum wage job at a gas station on the night shift while I was going to college. And while I was in college, I was kind of going through the motions. And I felt like I was doing what everybody else was doing. I felt like I was doing the right thing because I was doing what my parents had always recommended me to do and was going to get my degree. And I was having a lot of fun, but I wasn't waking up every single day excited about life. I wasn't passionate about anything that I had going on. And when I was first introduced to network marketing, I had finally felt like I had met some people that were doing things that I wanted to be doing. I had met some people who had the things I wanted out of life. They were excited. They were helping people. They were traveling. They were working with their best friends. They were working with health and wellness, promoting products and doing things that I never even thought was possible. So my first home event, when I was sitting listening out to network marketing, I felt like I experienced something unlike anything else before in my life. And I finally was able to see myself better than where I currently was. I found myself wanting to get out of the current situation. And the best thing about that was I finally felt like I could help a lot of people. And what I found was every job that I worked, and I worked at hardware stores and I was a waitress and I, served in whatever. I did all these other things. I worked at a gas station. I worked on the night shift. I was doing all these other things, and there was no value in it. There was no density. And I don't know if you guys here on the call can relate to me tonight, but my biggest thing is I wanted to help a lot of people. I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to live a life of freedom. And one of the biggest things that I've been able to learn is the only thing that can really bring you freedom is money. And right now with the economy that we're in, which we're going to touch on a little bit later, the economy that we're in, most people right now are struggling to make money. And I have the absolute pleasure to sit here and talk to you guys about the people that are involved in Jeunesse and the passion that these people have. Because if there's one thing that made me leave the previous company that I was involved in and join Jeunesse, it was without a doubt, yes, they have great products and a great pay plan that Luke is going to go into in a little bit. But the biggest thing that struck me about this company was the product, or was the passion and the people of this company. And that's what I'm really excited to talk to you about tonight. And with that, guys, the biggest thing that I'm excited about is the people who are on here tonight who are brand new, who are the newest people that we're bringing into our business. And if I could wish that you guys were experiencing everything that I was experiencing, guys who would be waking up excited, thrilled, filled with lots of energy and helping a lot of people. So the people that I think we're going to impact the most through this whole thing aren't even on the call right now. And I think the biggest thing that you need to take from today's call, besides understanding how incredible and how amazing network marketing is and the type of lifestyle that it can offer you and the type of extra income it can bring in while you're working full time and everything like that, is there are people out there wanting you to extend the hand, wanting you to help them. There are people, especially kids our age, a lot of my friends and a lot of people that I know who I've invited onto the call here tonight, there are a lot of people wishing you would extend a hand and say, hey, I think I've got something that if we were able to team up and work this plan together, we could create an income for ourselves. And what's crazy to me is that right now in 2015, there are kids who are like 15 years old wearing robes, working from a computer in a basement, making more money than some of the most successful people I've ever met in my whole entire life. And the biggest thing that I took from my first network marketing event was that times are changing and ways of making money are changing. With the advancements in technology and everything that's going on, ways are changing. And what we need to do is we need to be open-minded to the way that things are changing and how it's working. And that's why network marketing is becoming so big and making such a big impact. But what I was fortunate enough to do when I flew out to Vegas a couple of weeks ago to hear out GenYoung, I was able to sit down with the CEO of the company, Wendy Lewis, and her husband, Randy, and I was able to hear out their story. And the best vibe and the way that I can describe this is that these people were genuine. They cared about more people, and although they went into retirement long ago, they started a network marketing company because they didn't want to retire after living a life of owning companies and helping so many people. They didn't want to go into retirement. So they started a network marketing company, not because they needed the money, but because they wanted to help people. And that's why our products, which Luke is going to go more into, and the biggest thing I can say about the products, guys, is I could genuinely spend an hour on each product because how incredible they are. You've got to do your own research on these products because I couldn't do them any justice sitting here telling you about them tonight. You have to go on and check them out for yourselves. But what the CEO, Wendy, just to give you guys a little bit of background on her, is she's been nominated one of the most powerful and influential women in business, and she's won Woman of the Year the past couple of years. YouTube her, Google her, guys. She is incredible, and she has the biggest heart in the world. And the best thing that I love about her is as a CEO of a company that's going to hit $1 billion this year, she travels 3 out of 4 weeks of the year, and she is in the nitty-gritty with her people. She flew out to Salt Lake City to meet me and 15 of my friends to explain to her the passion behind the people and the integrity that they had and the character, which stuck out to me greatly. And then with that, her son, Scott Lewis, who's the CVO, the Chief Visionary Officer of the company, his vision for this company is so big. And one of the biggest things that stuck out to me about them was, Luke's going to go into the global platform and the diversification of the company and everything like that. But what Scott really, really wants to do is create a legacy company and help as many people as he can. And I believe that with this mission and this pay plan and these products, we can genuinely do that. And our goal as a group, and everybody that's here on the call here tonight, is to consolidate not only the industry, but our generation. I read the other day that 78% of Gen Y wants to become an entrepreneur. They want to own their own business in some way, shape, or form. They want to, work for themselves, not, the whole 9-to-5 thing. I learned at a very, very young age that I was allergic to bosses, and I hated it. So here, most of our generation, that's what they're excited about, and that's what they want to be able to do. But what don't we have? Resources. We don't have mentorship, which I'm going to talk about in a second, more on the people. We don't have the resources of mentorship, the time freedom to go on out there and really take the time to go do what we want to do. And 3, the money, the startup cost to be able to get yourself out there and everything that goes hand in hand with it. So what I want to be able to do is, I know so many people who aren't involved in the industry right now, who, like I said, I invited on this call here tonight. I want to be able to, all of us, come together, spread this powerful message about products that are changing people's lives. And while we're doing so, create a network of like-minded individuals and like-minded entrepreneurs who want to change the world and change the way that things are done. And from there, we'll be able to take our network and imagine not only being able to collab. Before network marketing, I felt like I only had a couple of friends who were really interested in entrepreneurship and really people I could sit down and vibe with and have deep conversations. Imagine if your only circle of influence and everybody that was around you were people that were like-minded, that wanted to travel the world with you, that wanted to make a difference. And imagine if we had the network and the mentorship, and not only that, but the money to be able to go on out there and impact all the lives that we want to impact. And that's what makes me so excited. So the vision for this company is huge. And then the other people that I really want to talk about are Rob and Lance and the Mortons. You talk about wanting to get ahead in life and wanting to become successful. You need to follow people who have what you want, and you need to get yourself around people who don't have a single bad bone in their body and have the same values as you did. When I met Rob and Lance who you guys will meet. They get on these webinars frequently, and they're traveling they're traveling all around the United States right now. I think Rob, within the past 3 days, was on 6 planes and in 7 different cities helping us out with this launch and everywhere that we're going. I've never met people who were so dedicated. Morton was talking about it the other day. He didn't even have to ask Rob and Lance to get on a flight to go out to LA. They went out there because they genuinely wanted to, and they genuinely care about our success. But Rob and Lance were actually business owners that got involved in network marketing. So they owned their own businesses. They became multi-millionaires before getting involved in network marketing. So the professionalism and the aspect that they take on this whole thing and the way they go about it, they both have families, they both have wives, and they both have kids and live in, beautiful homes and value things that I value. And they're here teaching us, saying, hey, we don't want you guys to fall in the same ditch that we did. We don't have to fall in the same ditch twice. So what I'm excited about is that we can collab with people like Rob and Lance who have the resources. They sat down with us and said, hey, we're 35, 36 years old. They're a little bit older. They want to take their expertise and their knowledge on the industry and combine it with us as Gen Y. And what are we able to do? We're able to spread things quick, and we're able to spread things fast. One of the biggest things that we saw in checking out companies was that when we do things, we do them big and we go hard and we go fast. Perfect example. The amount of volume and the amount of teams that we've been able to build our first week with being involved in GenYoung, it's incredible. But we need a company that can facilitate the growth, and we need mentorship that can facilitate the growth and help get everybody trained properly. And that's why Rob has been in 6 different cities, or 6 different planes, 7 different cities in the past 3 days, because he wants to make sure that everybody receives the same experience that we've been able to experience. And what I can tell you guys right now is that I know this will be one of the biggest things to ever happen in network marketing. The people and the minds that we're collaborating with right now, I promise, have a vested interest in you as the newest person and being able to help you finally fulfill your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, and really dedicate themselves to going out there and getting what you want out of life. If it's an extra $500 a month, we can help you do that by sharing these products with people and getting the word out there. Word of mouth advertising right now in the network marketing industry, to go into it a little bit deeper, word of mouth advertising right now is the most sought after form of advertising. We talk and post about everything that we're doing. So if we could all come together and share these products and spread this positive message, I know that we will have a global impact, which Luke is going to talk about a little bit more. But with that, guys, I got to talk about people and the passion behind this company and why I'm so excited. We really have teamed up with the best. If you want to do something big and you want to do something massive and you want to help a lot of people in whichever way that you want to do that, you have to align yourself with people who are going to bring out the best in you to become the best. And that's why I joined GenYoung, to learn some things and get myself around some people that could take where I was and take it even further. And even when I get there, take it even further. And people who are going to steer me when I'm going the wrong way and really give me the proper mentorship and the proper guidance. So I can tell you guys right now, I would be a fraction of the person that I am, and our business and our organization would be the fraction of what it is if it wasn't for the person that I'm about to bring on the call next. He is leading thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, and still takes the time to get to know everybody individually and know what their dreams and their goals and what they want to do and what they want to accomplish. I've never met somebody who works so hard, who has stayed over the past year, stayed so consistent and so persistent, and genuinely cares about each and every one of you on this call and seeing where you want to go. So without further ado, guys, I want to bring up Luke Kish. He's in the other room. He's going to come in to explain to you guys the rest of GenYoung, the vision that we all encompass and where we see this thing going. So without further ado, guys, Luke Kish.
How's it going, everybody? Oh, I should shut this. Hope everyone is doing well. Obviously, you heard from Margaret DePippo, or Maggie DePippo. We call her Maggie. She's trying to transition into Margaret, I think, because she thinks it sounds a little bit more professional or something like that, and it does. I'm 22 years old, normal person. Hopefully can bring some value to you guys tonight about the opportunity we're so excited about. Obviously, guys, it's not, every day that an opportunity falls in your lap, let alone one like this, where so many things that are happening are all lined up that really can allow you and will allow people just like you moving forward to live that lifestyle, to have that nice car, to live in that nice home, to live that dream, if you will, right? Jeunesse truly allows me and allows people to dream once again, because there's an opportunity in our lap where people will win. It's pretty simple. So Maggie touched on passion and people. I'm going to touch on products, platform, and pay plan. 3 out of many aspects. The 5 P's are the main ones, but 3 aspects that make this opportunity an incredible opportunity for you and the people around you. All of us, we have different wants in life. We want, different things, whether it's a few $100 a month to pay our car, whether it's a completely different lifestyle, whether it's to keep our job and make side money to pay for our kids if you have kids, or to really make it in life and find a vehicle that can really escalate you to a very high level. That was my thought when I first got started in this industry at 19 years old. Had mega success very quickly from 19 to 22, did very well for myself. I saw opportunity where there was nothing else like it. I saw people making incredible incomes, living this unique lifestyle, and I said, that's what I want. I'm going to do that. It ended up happening. So Jeunesse, right? Jeunesse right now is the fastest company in the history of the industry to hit $1 billion a year in sales. This year, Jeunesse will go from 480 to over $1 billion in sales, which, if you're in network marketing, is pretty much a fact that it is guaranteed the place to be right now. That's something called momentum, growth, right? The company is on the upswing, and they say when you're in momentum, what you do becomes exaggerated, right? A little bit of work becomes exaggerated. A lot of work becomes exaggerated. Everything that you do becomes exaggerated. So I saw Jeunesse, the massive growth, right? 6 years, the fastest in the history of the industry to break $1 billion in sales, and they'll do that this year. Very impressive. Not only that, out of the 118 countries that Jeunesse is in, 18 of the markets do over 1 million per month in sales. 18 different markets doing over 1 million per month in sales, which is unheard of. Actually, it's the only company that exists doing that, right? There's no company under 30 years old that is in 18 markets doing over 1 million per month, right? So when I was looking into Jeunesse, I saw, wow, current, definitely, massive momentum, undeniable. And then I saw the diversification geographically, in that Jeunesse was not only working in America or China or just one market, but that the pay plan and the products were working all over the world for people just like you and me, right? That gives me peace of mind, because I know we're not relying on just one market or just one movement, right? It's very stable. There's large amounts of growth happening all over the world. And then possibly most importantly, what that showed me was that, this company, they have it figured out. They have international dialed in. They have the formula, if you will, dialed to a degree where they have 18 countries doing over 1 million per month, which has created in the field 120 people earning over $1 million per year in under 6 years, right? So that's the platform, a global platform. You have a friend in Brazil, let's get on the phone with them. You have a friend overseas, north, south, east, west, let's get on the phone with them. This stuff works all over. And with the internet today's age, guys, we're not contained to the neighborhood anymore. We got more than our bikes. We got our freaking iPhones nowadays, and the computer, literally limitless. So that should open your mind up. And then to think, wow, if I can just build a team of 1,000 people, a couple thousand people, you will have a lifestyle that is it's rare. It's rare to find, and it's really pretty simple, in my mind, because I'm doing it. And if you think about it, I'm sure, how hard is it to find 1,000 people that are looking for an opportunity, looking for a little bit of extra income? Pretty simple. Starts to make sense. So number one, the platform. Number two, the products. When looking into a company and looking at all the really, really big companies, there are a few things that were across the board, right? There's a golden thread across the board. All of the big companies had skincare lines, right? High retention rate, high profit margin. And if you have something and you're building a team of people that, aren't salesmen, aren't, skilled if you have a product that you can just literally anybody, and I don't want to say like, any dumbbell, right? Anyone literally could put this instantly ageless product, which won 2014 product of the year in direct sales in just 45 days. It was released at the end of the year, and in 45 days won product of the year in 2014. It is so highly demonstratable. So if someone gets on board with you and they just put, or if you get on board and you just put this instantly ageless product on anyone around you with wrinkles, within 2 to 3 minutes, they're going to see results. They're going to see a difference. Meaning you don't have to sell it. You just have to put it on someone's face. They should know that you're doing that, and then that they'll like it, and they'll say, hey, how do I get that? Right? Everybody uses skincare nowadays. The face washes, the lotions. So we have a skincare line. And to get further into that, it's stem cell technology. Really, really good stuff. Check out the GenYoung Global or GenYoungTools.com, GenYoung, youngtools.com. More information on the product, the skincare line. We also have a health and wellness line. So we have proteins, amino acids. We have AM multivitamins, PM multivitamins, a fat burner. So we have a whole health and wellness line, and then we have a high-end product called Infinity, which repairs your telomeres and reverses molecular aging. It's more expensive. GenYoung has a patent on it. It's the only known substance on Earth that is proven to reverse molecular aging, and we are able to make that claim, and it's patent pending by GenYoung, which is pretty cool. High-end product, really scientific stuff. So from a business standpoint, looking at this opportunity as an entrepreneur, someone who's trying to earn an income, trying to get on their feet, get into a business, a marketing business, build a network, and, work with the ages, if you will. A few things you want to be thinking about. You want to have product diversification, right? Number one was platform. Number two, product diversification. You don't want to be in one market. You don't want to have just one product. Why? Because it narrows your scope of who you can talk to down. Say we just had the skincare, that eliminates all of the people that are interested in the health and wellness. But that's great. We have both of them, right? Once again, if you have a market and a product stops being hot in it and starts to fall back a little bit, that's okay, because we're not relying on just one. And I explain to people, in markets as big as skincare and health and wellness, there is enough room for everyone. Right? There is enough room for everyone. As long as you have products that are scientifically backed, which ours are, and that work, you can come in and capture that market, right? So you got to think, wherever you're at, how can I capture my market? I know there's people using skincare. I know there's people that want to make money. And I know there's people that are using health and wellness in the area. How can I capture my market? Take over my town, if you will. Build a team and network, one distribution channel, right? Obviously, there'll be multiple channels, but one group channel. How can I take over that? And we want to work with you and help you do that. Once you get to the point where you've gone through the experience, you understand how network marketing works, the meetings, the conference calls, the trainings, the recruiting, etc., you've taken over your market. What we have the ability to do, and what you will have the ability to do, is then branch off. Get in touch with other people who the opportunity makes sense to as well, and teach them how to take over their market. Now your channel is getting bigger. So the goal in network marketing is not to sell $20 million of stuff yourself. It's to build a massive team over time, right? A massive team is going to take years. That's the way it works. Can go faster, but we like to put in where it's like, this is a business. You're buying a network marketing business. If you want it to pay you like one, you have to approach it with that mentality. It's not just something you're just signing up for, just doing. It's a profession, and this profession, although it's very cheap to get involved, can pay you more money than these expensive ass franchises and brick and mortar businesses do by a long shot. There's not many things. Like, you can make more money than Tyga and Drake and all of those people in network marketing for just a small startup. So then you're building your channel. You have a lot of people ordering a little bit of this product. It adds up to be a lot. You look at your network, like your shelf. It's a virtual shelf. If you have a big shelf, you have a lot of product on it. A lot of product means a lot of sales. A lot of sales means a lot of money. So number one was platform. Number two is products. And number three is pay plan. And this is something that I didn't even think about, which is crazy. In my last company, I was just so young and, making a lot of money for that age. And, I just completely eliminated the idea that anything could be better than what I had. I looked into Jeunesse comp plan, and what it does is it ensures that the correct building methods are taking place to build a good environment and community within your team. You're never going to have one guy who just signs up, one guy left, one guy right, and just goes into management mode and makes a ton of money. The comp plan prevents it. All right, you must be recruiting personally. Not only that, you must be helping your first level get their first people on board as well. So, besides the fact that the comp plan pays out 7 levels of check match and long term is just incredible and sustainable, etc. My thing is it promotes the correct building activity. It promotes us building the right way. So we have the platform, we have the products, we have the pay plan, we have the people, and last of all, guys, we have the passion. Maggie touched on those last two. What we're doing, if you're watching me on this computer screen right now, is we are consolidating the Gen Y movement. We are teaching our generation and this generation how to become professional network marketers. We're more capable than anyone has ever been in the industry to this point. Guys, direct sales, 190 billion. And by 2025, 75% of the workforce will be kids our age. It's no longer 30 grand a year at a job. The people making money nowadays are in their bathrobes. Right? I got hotel slippers on. That's what I work in. Bathrobes. And they're sitting behind their desk with a cup of coffee on Google, making 10 times more than the guy making 30 grand at a job. As technology continues to increase, jobs will be more and more scarce. They're going to be more replaced. Guys, and the population on planet Earth, we don't think about stuff like this usually. I don't think about stuff like this usually, is only increasing. Where's everybody going to go? Where's everybody going to go? You can guarantee, and you can't guarantee anything, but you can predict that this company is ahead of a massive cultural shift. And we are going to create an incredible amount of young professional network marketers. And we're going to create one of the largest organizations that network marketing has ever seen. The whole industry has ever seen, let alone just for young people, right? Right now, you're at a spot where all eyes in the industry, and I don't know how familiar you are on this group. We have the fastest moving company in the history of the industry, and we have one of the most successful launches in the company. And it's all 25 years old, mostly and younger. Granted, you can be as old as you want and win massively big and have young people in your team and have all different ages. I'm 22 years old, and that market and that vision is incredible. The need for it's there. Guys, the timing is perfect, and I can look at each and every one of you in the eye, if I could see your eyes right now, and I can tell you there will be people just like you who get into this thing, and over the next few years, their lives completely change. From a mindset standpoint, from a financial standpoint, from your scope of life, travel standpoint, this thing will change people's lives. You can guarantee that it already is. You found yourself at the right place at the right time. Guys, we're looking for people to team up with. What can we do for you? How can we help you get on the road? We're looking for those 2-3 people that this is really clicking with. And that's all it takes, right? Yeah, one Alex Morton who started a massive movement in our previous company and rose the company directly and indirectly by over $100 million. We're not looking for everybody. We're looking for a few of those people that really want to lock it in, really want to make this thing a priority in their life, treat it as a profession, learn from us, be mentored by us, be mentored by Rob, Lance Conrad, absolute professionals in the industry that have so much knowledge and are capable of guiding this movement, right? We have They have energy too. I can't say that. Rob's got a ton of energy. I know Lance has even more energy than Rob. But we have the guy. Everything is locked in for you, for me to absolutely destroy this guy. So it is real, it is working, and it is the future as it is becoming a reality. We are going to absolutely dominate this company, and we are going to be the company moving forward that everybody in the entire industry looks at, right? And to give you an idea, 190 billion, I already said that. NFL is about 10, 11. The National Football League is 10, 11 billion. Direct sales is 190, okay? Everyone in the industry will look and they will say, Jeunesse Global, Lance Conrad, Rob Sperry, that team, Generation Young, those were the people that cracked the Gen Y code. The money is so real. The lifestyle is so real. The opportunity is so real. And I can say that fully confident. I don't have a crystal ball, but everything that could make sense does, looking at the history of the industry and looking at where we're going moving forward. So I appreciate all of you listening today. I hope that cleared up anything. Any other questions that you may have after this, feel free to get back with the person who invited you here tonight. The way you start your business is just by buying product. Very simple. Now, I recommend, and you can either buy $250, $500, $1,000, or $2,000 worth of product to start. I recommend buying a higher dollar package. Now, this is always completely up to the individual, but I'll tell you why I recommend a higher dollar package. First off, it's going to give you more incentives in the comp plan. It's going to unlock matching bonuses in a further depth without you actually being qualified. But more importantly, in my opinion, unless you're getting the founder pack, and you can talk to one of us about that, which is a limited pack. They only have a certain amount of them available for us. It puts us in a pool, and those are for the people thinking really long term. It definitely pays off. Definitely pays off because they're treating us like a country launch, and the only way you can get into the pool is by getting the founder pack. But besides that, you need to have a environment where people are committed, right? The one thing wrong with network marketing is it's so simple to get involved in. $250, $500, that culture is weak. It's just, I just threw $250 in this thing and I'm just in it. Think about you building a team. Everybody who's getting in is committed and on the $1,000 pack. There's more product volume going through it, and there's a higher commitment level. I've found that network marketing is actually pretty simple. But you got to have people committed enough to where they're doing these simple activities to see the results. So whatever product pack you think works best for you is the one you should go with. But from my expertise, if you will, I've found that the most effective groups build on the higher dollar packages, not necessarily because it's more product or because it opens up more bonuses, but because of the team you're going to create when you have people investing just a little bit more money. Is going to be stronger, more committed, and they're going to be willing to do the activities that continue to grow it forward. So keep all of those things in mind. We look forward to working with you. We look forward to teaming up. And guys, this is going to be very, very, very big. Get your questions answered, and let's get to work. We got a massive year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years ahead of us. These next 2 weeks, we're full on launch mode. You're in a wave, and all of your work will be exaggerated. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.